It's Straffa Boy. I just hopped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Fall off with my dog, we cool the next day. Never ran off on the plug, I'm cool with essays.
Alright, we got Straffa Boy jumping up the porch with us today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure. How you feeling, gang?
I'm Gucci, you hear me?
I feel you.
Feel good,
you.
yeah.
How I feel to finally be here.
Yeah, it's definitely feel like I'm getting shit done, you hear me?
I feel you. Appreciate it. It's a pleasure having you on the porch with us today, gang.
Yes, sir. Finally, you hear me?
So how I feel to be down south, man. I know you got down running up there in DC and shit, but you know, Atlanta, we got some different shit going on.
Yeah.
So how I feel to be in the city of Atlanta.
It always feel good to get out here, man. I got some good people out here.
For
you
sure.
Hear me? So touch bases and miss a couple people. A lot of people busy getting their money, you know what I'm saying? Doing different shit, but it always feel good to come down here, you hear me?
That's real.
No question.
How would you compare cities like this back home to DC?
Oh man, I don't really think it's no comparison. I really think it's like two different worlds. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think it's no comparison. I mean, I just think that home is home. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where I go, it always feel good to get back home.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, even if I can't wait to get the fuck away.
Yeah.
When you get away, you know, like, yeah, it ain't nothing like getting back to home, but this shit out here is like, you know what I'm saying, you automatically feel like you moving, you got motion, you know what I'm saying, you got shit to do, you handling business, everything on like a broader level, you know what I'm saying? It's a bigger platform, period, just to be outside of your market, you know what I'm saying?
I feel what you
to
mean.
make shit happen, you feel me? Networking and broaden your audience, all types of shit. So yeah, but I wouldn't say it's no comparison, it's just doing shit. It's just moving out of your comfort, you know what I'm saying? Out of your everyday.
So how would you explain the way of life and the culture of DC?
DC,
What's a regular street nigga in DC doing on a regular basis?
beefing. Beefing. Regular, like, you know what I'm saying? I walk in the house, you hear gunshots. You know what I'm saying? I go to the store, hear gunshots. Walking my whole family in the house, you hear gunshots. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got immune to that shit. That's scary, you know what I'm saying? I just say that shit in one of my songs, like, it's a shame, like, I ain't ducking when I hear a lot of shots, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just a everyday life now. Like, I can just beefing every day, that's all that's going on for real. I don't even know too much people getting money. It's just a lot, they getting bodies though, you know what I mean? So that's just like a typical day in DC for real. I mean, every day is a blessing, you feel me? So yeah, other than that, you know, I always like to go around the corner back to my stomping grounds when I was born at Landover, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too much different, but you know what I'm saying? DC is on the hook, you know what I mean? Nah, for real, it's off the hook, like beefing at all time high.
What about culture-wise? What's the culture?
I love the culture, you know what I'm saying? I love the culture. Ain't nothing like DC when you talking about the culture. But it's our culture, you know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody gonna love it like somebody who's from there, who's been there for their whole life, you know, they don't even understand it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like getting fly, you know what I'm saying? Being popular, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's what it is, being fat, being popular, you know what I'm saying? Go, nightlife, U Street, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit like that, A Street, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being out, just vibing, you know what I'm saying? Getting money, you know what I'm saying? You know, for the people who interested in getting money, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, females and stuff like that, you know? Other than that, as far as the culture, it's just like, yeah, that's what they on right now, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like, rappers come in town, they love that, you know? Cause you know, like, back there, that's all they hear and shit on the radio is like out of town artists and shit. You don't really hear like local artists on the radio like that down there for real. That's some shit I really wish that was like, you know what I'm saying, having more frequently and shit like that. But when the artists that they hear when they come down there, they love them, you know what I'm saying, go pack out the shows and all that shit like nothing. So yeah.
No, I feel that. Why do you feel like DC isn't an entertainment city?
I mean, it's not. I think it's still in transition, but I don't think they know how to treat it. Like, it's like the business wise, as far as like entertainment, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm only on the music side, so anything else, I ain't really, you know, I can't really tell you, but as far as like, the only way that entertainment shit gonna work for the music side is niggas start taking business more serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything like, if you trying to do business, straight up business with a nigga, he looking at you like, are you trying to do business, nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got you, you straight, ooh, and you know what I'm saying? And then me personally, I ain't knowing that, like, you gotta come correct, you know what I'm saying? Cause been there, done all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on a whole different level now, so
For real.
business is business,
I
you hear
feel
me?
you, I
Like,
feel you.
You gotta take care of the business.
For sure.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
how would you describe your childhood coming up?
Oh yeah, I was born and raised in Landover, Maryland, right? You know what I'm saying? Coming up, man, shit, and I feel like I had like one of the best neighborhoods in the fucking world. Like, shit was turned up. It's like you couldn't really ask for more, as far as like what Straffa was. You couldn't really ask for more. You came outside. You know what I'm saying? You had all different type of age groups out there. So I could go back from when I was 6 years old, 5 years old. It's about 10, 14 kids out there that age outside playing. Then you fast forward to being like 10, 12. It's a whole record. It was just it was deep, and it was just like, it was a different vibe when I was coming up. Then you had the older and youngins protecting the youngins. You know what I'm saying? We really was outside playing football and shit like that, you know, touching the girls off some tag shit and playing house, all types of shit, like just to, you know, interact with the females and shit. It was different, like, you know what I'm saying? It was fun to be outside. It's dangerous now, you know what I'm saying? Like, and where I live at right now, my kids can't even go outside, you know what I'm saying? I don't let them play outside. And that's, you know, it's crazy. So my job is to get them out of that environment, because shit ain't like it was when I was coming up. You feel me? So, I mean, I get them out. That's why when we get out, we go on trips and shit like that. Or I might take them to some public shit like out. But if I was the neighborhood shit where we live at, I don't really be playing that shit.
That's real.
Yeah.
Everybody couldn't grow up playing ball with KD and beating them one-on-one.
Right, you hear me. I definitely had the luxury of doing that. Shout out my man KD, man.
That's real. What was that like, just being able to have them type of bragging rights? Like, yeah, you know that nigga KD? Yeah, I mean, that nigga growing up one-on-one.
I really don't even brag about this shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, first of all, people just fail to realize, like, you know what I'm saying, KD, man, like, y'all know KD is a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up with KD. You know what I'm saying? KD wasn't always the person that he is now. You feel me? I always seen the potential. Like, we used to argue like shit playing basketball. I wonder if you remember, like, he used to love shooting the fucking ball, Slim. I'm like, Slim, you 7 feet, bro. Can't nobody stop you when you go to the hole. You hear me? Mind you, we like, we young as shit. So, but he was just bigger than everybody and he was unstoppable going to the hole, but he wanted to shoot. He always wanted to be a shooter, so he perfected that shit. And trust and believe, he wasn't the KD he is now when I beat him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But sure. And we also had, I gotta keep it 100. Like, we had a rule that he couldn't even go to the hole when I played him. It had to be all jumpers. You hear me? So yeah, I guess my jumper was the one that was there at that point in time. Yeah.
So shout out KD, man.
Yeah, for sure. That's my man.
So at what point would you say you knew the streets of DC could get ugly?
Oh yeah, I mean, so it was easy to adapt to DC, you know what I'm saying, being from Landover, you know what I'm saying? My first interactions with DC for real, you know, when I had met my girl, she lived in DC, you know what I'm saying? I used to have to catch the X2 out there. You hear me? That's a bus called X2. That motherfucker was off the hook. I ain't ever been on no bus like this bus. This bus had everything going on. And that's when I realized, like, damn, DC is turned. And you see everything, and that X2 went everywhere. So it's like you just looking outside, you seeing a lot of shit. You had, you got this dude that used to rap on the bus all the time, named Kokomo. You know what I'm saying? He's like a famous bus rider, rapper. Like he used to like just whatever he look at and shit,
Sure.
he just start busting a freestyle towards it and all that type of
sure.
shit. Yeah. So I mean that and just living there, like, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't too much different from what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too much different. It was just like, it was like fast. You know what I'm saying? It was fast. And where I lived at, it was fast, but where I lived at, it was more closed down.
Yeah.
Like we had like apartments and shit. I mean, I guess they got apartments, but where I lived at, it was more like, you know, like row houses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So my shit, I'm used to like shit being closed down. Like you could go in, and my shit it was one way in, one way out. You know what I'm saying? So we watching cars and all that shit. We know what's going on around us. You know what I'm saying? We know if it's somebody who ain't supposed to be right there. So that's what's for out DC. You just got your head got to be on the swivel.
Nah, for real.
Shit can come from any direction. You feel me? And it's like quick. Like you one next day you're gone. Yeah. Like,
hey, so being from Landover, right? Why do you feel people from Washington have a problem with people from Landover representing Washington?
Yeah,
or not even Landover, just Maryland. You know what I'm saying?
Maryland, because it ain't Landover. Because like, I really could say 10 times out of 10, like a nigga from Landover, he gonna say he from Landover. Like DC respect Landover. You know what I'm saying? Like no funny, like they respect Landover. They got love for Landover. Like people, I done heard multiple artists, people just say like, just show display the respect they have for Landover. But some people from Maryland, I guess because DC gets so much credit for that whole area. You know what I'm saying? Like really, a lot of people that's not from that area, they really call all that shit DC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really think about PG. You know what I'm saying? They don't really think about the small hoods that's in PG and that's around the area. Like where I'm from, Straffa Boy, like I get in the car 5 minutes, I'm in DC. You know what I'm saying? I mean 5 minutes. Like hop in the car, go to the light, make 2 rights, you in DC.
Yeah.
And right there in Kenilworth. So we was real close to DC as far as my neighborhood, but I really think that I was one of them artists, and it's kind of like, I was one of them artists that always said like, I moved to DC when I was 17, you know what I'm saying? But I was one of them artists that's always going to say I was from Landover. I was always going to make sure that people knew that. But I think when you do say you from DC, you know what I'm saying, they gravitate to you more. You know what I'm saying? I will say that it's like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people gonna rock with you because, you know, people love DC for real. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, all the out of towners and shit, you know, the tourists and the girls, you know what I'm saying? The girls love DC niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess like, it is a certain aura, you know what I'm saying, when you from the city. That you have, like, I think that shit be standing out no matter where you go. Like, if you were like a city nigga, like, it really rub off on people. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me being from Landover, when I moved to the city, like, I used to still go back to my you know what I'm saying, hang out with my niggas and shit like that. And, you know, we had like Jonas sessions and shit because they seen how, like, a little bit of being in the city that rubbed off on me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as my dressing, clothes, like, you know what I'm saying, shit was a little more fitted. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, now they cracking jokes and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, but that shit rub off, you know what I'm saying? So people just want, I don't know, I guess you should just rap where you from, but I guess they trying to do the DMV thing now, so, you know what I'm saying, all that shit should be out the window, but it's still, even with some people trying to move with the DMV movement, you still got some people that be like, it's DC, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's for them to figure out, man, but you know what I'm saying? I definitely fit right in with it, you know what I'm saying? I already juiced up and all that type of shit, like, feel like I got all the swag in the world, like, I ain't, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at what point would you say you ultimately jumped off the porch?
Oh yeah, I see probably like around 12, 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? When I've been jumped off the porch, I just ain't never been a wild nigga though. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people when they say they jumped off the porch, it just did some wild shit. like when I say I jumped over the porch, I mean I was responsible for my actions. Like I'm outside, like I ain't gotta be on the porch. You know what I'm saying? I can move around. And I ain't ever been no wild nigga, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like I got to a certain age when I felt like I had to, you know, keep a blicky on me. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't the type of nigga about to go rob a nigga though. You know what I'm saying? You just wasn't about to rob me. You feel me? And then just being out, I could be with a couple of my homies or I could be by myself. You feel me? Like I ain't had to be with a whole gang of people, nothing like that. But I came with the porch. I came with the porch really before that, like probably like around, when I think about it, like probably like 10. I was outside, like I've been outside, I can't even, so long, bro, like been on the porch, bro. Matter of fact, I got a picture that I be posting up sometimes that I look like I was about 9 years old, 10 years old, like, and people I was hanging with was 17, 18, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I've been this, because like I said, where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, the OGs, they look, the older dudes, they looked up, I mean, they looked out for the youngest, you feel me? So, you know, I was out there, I always was like ahead of my time, you know what I'm saying? Like, even playing sports and shit, playing football, like I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm at least third pick out of the 15 niggas playing, and I'm one of the youngest. Mm. You know what I'm saying? I'm top 3 on the break, you hear me? Like, so, you know, love for that, you know, niggas always wanted to look out for me because I ain't never been no wild nigga, so people always gravitated towards me, and some came my way, niggas always stepped up like, hold on, what the fuck you fucking with him for? You know what I'm saying? It always been like that, so I always been 100. I ain't never been like on no snake shit, I ain't never been off no wild shit, like, you know, you gonna vibe and the nigga don't like me or something, maybe because of female or some envy type shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga might want something I got or some shit like that. But yeah, I been jumped off the porch, bro.
That's real. When would you say you started making music?
Yeah, I started making music. It's funny because I had my stepfather one day out the blue, he just fucking bought a whole drum set and all that type shit. He brought that shit out he brought that shit in the house. So he used to be downstairs in the basement and shit, playing the drums and all that shit, but he had the speakers, he had the microphones and all that shit. So I used to get on the mic and when he listened to the radio playing the drum beat, I used to know a lot of songs on the radio, I used to rap this shit. So I used to do that. I used to do that all the time. I just found like some, you know what I'm saying, I just found liking in doing that. And then we had moved around C Pleasant. And 2 of my homies, my childhood homies, you know, they seen all the equipment that I had and all that shit. Like, man, you should start a go-go band. So then I started a go-go band. Like, that idea came about that night. My mom got home, like, Mom trying to start a band. She was like, yo, get the people. She came back in the house and it was 15, 20 of us in my motherfucking room talking about, yeah, we here. So we started, so the go-go, you know, DC down there, that's what we was on as a youngin'. So that's when I started, you know, we did all that shit live, like all live instruments type shit. And then it just transpired from doing that, then, you know, it's a lot of responsibility when you got a band, you gotta pay for band practices and all that type shit. And, you know, we had our run. We did a lot of good shit, you know what I'm saying? We got a nice CD. We did a couple videos and all that type shit. But then, you know, eventually my manager who was managing the band, his name Big Weez, he had passed away. You know what I'm saying? Then we started doing our own thing and shit. And when I moved to the city, one of the roommates in the crib, he was trying to do a label. And that's how, you know, walking back and forth, he was always, man, you need to get on the drink. Because he had been to a couple of my band practices to see me, like, rap, but I was freestyling, because, you know, in the go-go band, you know, you might play a little bit, drop a freestyle, you know what I'm saying, and then come in with the music and all that, so he liked my shit, so he was like, you need to get on the track. So once I got on it, it just, like, you see why I say you need to go on the track? And then it just went from there. I started doing that shit by myself when he wasn't even home. And before you know it, I had 100 songs. And then the computer crashed. So I was about to say, fuck all this shit.
Yeah.
I was about to say, fuck it. But then I went into a real studio, made a song, and that joint riding in the car with a couple homies, and that jam was on the radio station, local radio station that came on, and that feeling just like, okay, it was like, it was worth it. Like, all right, showing the radio.
For sure.
Yeah.
Talk about working with fellow DC artists like Fat Trel, No Savage, you know what I mean? Like, and you started the go-go shit, you know what I mean? That's culture within DC, so like, was that ultimately your first thought? Like, I want to do this kind of music, and then I want to eventually reach out to the, you know what I'm saying, hometown heroes?
Well, look, Fat Trel, first of all, Fat Trel, I know Fat Trel, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never worked, you know what I'm saying? We just clicked on some outside shit, you know what I'm saying? I actually met Fat Trel at the show that they end up grabbing him at and shit at the Pure Lounge and shit. So shout out to Fat Trel, you know what I'm saying? I met him out there. He was younger. He was like, he wasn't even supposed to be in the club. Like, I remember a line he said in the, that he said he was freestyling in the motherfucker. He said something about how he ain't even supposed to be in there. And that shit was crazy. And I was like, yeah, the Slim got it, you know what I'm saying? But I know I performed that night. He came up to me like, man, I'm fucking with that shit you talking about, you know what I'm saying, this and that. So we was fucking with each other. And even once he turned up and all that shit, I ain't seen him in a minute. And I ain't know if he remembered me from that night and shit. So when I seen him and shit, I was like, yeah, son, I was like, it's Cool Rob, because that's what I was going by for. Man, stop playing with me, Cool Rob. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I was like, yeah, we locked in. Like, Slim ain't one of them, he one of them for real. So we clicked on that type shit, but as far as the other artists that I work with No Savage and Ant Glizzy, you know what I'm saying? Them some of the bigger artists in the area that I did songs with and shit like that.
That's real.
But it was definitely, it was cool. The joint with No Savage was like, bruh got like zero tolerance. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh one know you ain't fucking with ops and all that type of shit before you even get in the booth. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, like the city, they be so hard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, that's what's really be holding the city back. You know what I'm saying? They be so hard, they gotta be on their P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was definitely fucking with me, and yeah, let's do this shit. But I did catch the wave, like of, you know, wanna make sure this and that, you know, little politics and shit like that. But we definitely got that shit done, and I wish we would have been able to shoot the video before he got incarcerated. But, you know, that was a 7. He got locked up, so he wasn't able to shoot the video for the song that we did. But Ant Glizzy, you know what I'm saying? That joint, he just walked in on the session and shit. I think he had a session after me, and he was fucking with the song that I was finishing up. So, you know, it's funny how what the initial conversation was, but anyway, long story short, I know one of his dudes he was really fucking with. He really kept saying like, man, I'm fucking with this joint. And I was like, nah, this joint, I fuck with it. And like, you know, if that nigga say he fuck with it, you know what I'm saying, he fucking with it, because he gonna let you know what I'm saying, how you feel and shit. But he made me an offer. I don't say he made me an offer, but his man had the shit that I was talking about in the song and shit. Like I told you, always got, when you from that area, you always gotta keep you better keep something on you. So I guess I'm rapping about that shit. He like, what you know about woo woo? So you know, we end up seeing that we had something in common right there. You know what I'm saying? And then he definitely stopped fucking with me. So we just like knocked the song out, came through. You know what I'm saying? I brought him outside, shot the video and all that shit. That shit was cool. He stood on all business and all that. Did good business with me and all that type shit. So that's my history with Ant. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, cause like in the city, man, it's like I don't know if they do that out here. Like you can't even like, whether you the person in the car or you the person walking past, it's like nigga just stare at you. Like nigga just stare, and it's like, I guess I used to get irritated and shit by that. Like fuck, keep staring at, like, You know what I'm saying? But as I got older and a little wild, I get it. Like, you gotta make sure nigga ain't trying to get up on you, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's that treacherous on that motherfucker. Like, nigga really, like, any car, you lock eyes with somebody, nigga staring at you and shit like the whole way until like one of y'all look away or some shit like that. That shit crazy. I think they stopped practicing that shit when they was younger or something.
Nah.
I can't really stare at a nigga like that long, you know what I'm saying? I'ma really peep your vibe if I just even peep at you. I'ma peep your vibe. Like, I ain't gotta lock eyes with you and be like following you for the next 5-10 seconds. That shit is really irritating to me. Like, I don't know how niggas do it, but.
Yeah. What's the most important thing you want from your music career?
Shit, I just want to be considered a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be considered a legend. I want motherfuckers recite my music. I want people to talk about it. I wanted to get the respect it deserve. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I want that shit to make a way. You know what I'm saying? It's like something that, it's a talent that I got. So I wanted to be able to provide for my fam, you know what I'm saying? My fam to come, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to leave a legacy for real. That's what I want to do. That's what I want for my music.
Real spill. What else you working on right now?
I just, shit, I just had a meeting with Roc Nation and got a distribution deal, you know what I'm saying, through them. So I just dropped a single, first single called Rain. It's on all platforms. And that's what I want to do. Like, I just got a distribution deal, so I really want to drop singles, build my fan base up, like, you know what I'm saying, to my liking, you know what I'm saying, like, keep dropping, cause like my man always tell me, my man Tay always tell me, like, it's undeniable music, you know what I'm saying, just gotta get it to the air, you know what I'm saying, so I thought like distribution be the best way to do it, you know what I'm saying, and all that means is I just gotta put everything up, but I'm gonna be Gucci with it, you know what I'm saying, that shit recycled, so.
Any last words and shout outs?
Shit, man, shout out everybody that support me, you know what I'm saying, everybody that who got faith in me, you know what I'm saying, supporting the movement, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, like for real, shout out to DMV, you know what I'm saying. I want on them young niggas who coming up, get focused, you know what I'm saying. I just want them to get focused and focus on the money, you know what I'm saying. Like, if you ain't beefing over money, man, you know what I'm saying, like, this shit really in the way, cause you know, you're making decisions that, you know, first of all, you're running from the decisions. Second of all, like, taking up a lot of your time, you know what I'm saying? When you could be out here getting more money, provide for your kids and family, you know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga like me, I always live for my, like, I always cared what my mother, what my father thought about me. Like, even when I was outside doing all this shit, I never really wanted them to know. You know what I'm saying? So people just gotta respect how they people's view them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was doing my thing and, you know what I'm saying, I was pissed off because, like, my uncle came and asked me for some shit right in front of my mother. You know what I'm saying? Shit threw me off. You know what I'm saying? I don't think really people care about how they parents view them and shit like that. But that shit is embarrassing, a lot of shit I be saying. You know what I'm saying? So right is right, wrong is wrong, but you don't do shit that, you know what I'm saying, your people's, I say, yeah, that's my son. Yeah, my son did that. Or my daughter did that. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about it. I just got more respect for my peoples than that. I keep a lot of shit from them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm 100% authentic though, for sure.
Fall off on my dog, we cool the next day. Never ran off on the plug, I'm cool with essays. Seen the shooters, dog.